We are live here at Rimpa Park, Corona, California. No Kings, Part 2. I just want to show you guys a little something before we begin. You see this part right here? And you see this? This is what you need to vote for. Proposition 50, the Election Rigging Response Act, made by Governor Newsom, so we can all stand up against Donald Trump's power grab when he asks his Republican governors to find him some Republican seats in government. Let's just hope that the No Kings protest here will be just as big like the previous one that was previously hosted on June 14th. The first one was actually huge, and I'm impressed with the attendance. There'll be plenty of flags this time to go around, and and of course the honking that goes on the drive-by. Since I'm wearing a union shirt, I'm one of the union shop stewards at my store, and because the shirt is yellow, it's one of the color indicators that we as an American people need to call out their incompetence so we can hold them accountable and put them to justice. So this is what we want, to have a just government instead of like rambling about with the lawlessness that is occurring in this current administration. The topics that are on my head, Chicago, Illinois, I know the Governor J.B. Pritzker is facing a lot of heat, but the American people in Illinois themselves are holding themselves back against ICE. They are already showing resistance against the incompetency of like how ICE treats the American people. Governor Newsom is proposing $11 worth of insulin instead of like the $35 worth of insulin that former President Joe Biden has made in his term. But the $11 insulin is only in California thanks to Governor Gavin Newsom. Hey! Right now, nothing out of the ordinary or nothing weird. We don't see any hidden vehicles from ICE because there's hardly any type of some sort of suspicious vehicles out of the ordinary that are infiltrating a red district like Corona, California, as well as like other parts of Corona that are cowardly, like Congressman Ken Calvert of California 41 is not really supervising this whole area for himself. But the reason why we want to vote yes on 50 is so that we have the power temporarily to redraw the lines of California ourselves. And when we get like the maps that is being proposed by the state government, not federal government, we have the opportunity to vote like what is just for us and what we cannot allow in other parts of the areas that we currently live in. If this does pass, we do have the opportunity to like take a look at these maps that we the people in California, that we know how to draw a district better than what Ken Calvert is actually taking charge of. There will be some stragglers in, even with the signups that are occurring here in No Kings protests. There is a new host here, and I really want to get a chance to speak to him in regards to like how he wants to handle this protest today. Let's see if I can actually find him, and hopefully we can get an interview with him.
My name's Tina. I am a lifelong Corona resident. I've been here since the late 60s.
I've been here since 2000 from Riverside,
okay.
And I think living here for 25 years, I've already got a better understanding, and I'm sure like as a lifelong Coronian, you probably understand hopefully who is in your circle.
Yes.
If you fear what's going to happen to you, do you have any idea what that is?
Right now, for me, being a woman, my biggest fear is not for me per se, but for my daughter, for my granddaughter, for all women, truthfully, for men that have women in their lives that they love, that women will no longer have a voice. That is the part that is deeply upsetting. It's troubling. You know, they've always said women were too emotional, and all we've been in this country, all we've had is men. And you know, they seem to be the most emotional. You know, it's all about the money, it's all about the power, it's all about putting women back in the closet and not giving them a voice. And I'm here to show that I have a voice and I can be present.
Who is the most actual emotional administration that is basically showing us the bad example of like those things that you described?
The current administration.
Exactly.
The faux administration.
Donald Trump can put his orange makeup wherever he wants. JD Vance can put on his eyeliner however he wants.
Yes.
Pete Hegseth, after he drinks for being like in the Department of War.
Yes.
You are not to rename anything.
No, it's the Department of Defense. It is the Gulf of Mexico. Those guys are higher than a kite. You know, those executive orders are ridiculous.
And the executive orders are not even laws technically. No. And because of why Donald Trump thinks this is like his last hurrah to fuck up America for the rest of us, he sends ICE agents, well, along with Stephen Miller, to like harass American people in Chicago, Illinois. J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, has his rebuking responses to Donald Trump and his administration.
Yes.
And I'm sure, like, here in a red district in Corona, we neighbor like Norco, we neighbor Eastvale.
Yes.
We also neighbor like Temecula, Murrieta. Anybody that like we have that's in the district that Ken Calvert is supposed to be in charge here.
He doesn't represent us at all. Ken Calvert does not show up for his local constituents. Like, I know I have written to his office to have a local town hall. He's from Corona and he never shows up. He's only there for his donors. They talk about dark money. They talk about, you know, get all of the money out of politics. Well, he's got the deepest pockets.
One of them at least. Yeah, aside from him, any other rich Republican that like to talk about it a lot when it's just
Daryl Issa is one of them as well.
Yes. Not only Ken Calvert is a vulnerable Republican, that is a flippable seat, but also Young Kim, our neighbor, is going to be contested against Esther Kim Barrett, who is a North Korean survivor.
Ooh. Okay.
Who understands, who is also a working mother, and just like what you said as a woman, she understands what that is. Even with the features that may look bleak, people like you and I, we're living proof that we know how to resist. And and I know like jealousy plays a very big role in why Donald Trump wants to be the biggest, oldest baby that he is. Before he passes out, he got vaccinated.
Yes, yes, I found that really ironic that he got his flu shot and his COVID booster. I went and got my COVID booster because I'm afraid that they're going to disappear. And look, Rumpy himself went and got it. So don't be afraid.
And the Kennedy reject, RFK Jr., is not supposed to be like the greatest advisor to our health anyway.
He is not.
I'll bet he also takes vaccines for the lies that he spews against the American people.
Yes, absolutely. I believe his children are also vaccinated.
Yeah, the actual Kennedys that give a fuck about democracy.
Yes.
Just like the predecessors before them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I know you see me at work.
Yes.
And I know that like I don't know how many people that you have told about me. And I wonder if like any of your neighbors actually talk about the people who actually serve you in the grocery store that feel, all right, this is a guy who knows hopefully enough secrets, but maybe a little too much
about who you serve.
You know,
you see on the weekly and the daily, I'm sure.
Yes, I know. Like even my coworkers, sometimes they disappoint me too.
Oh, of course.
And because that the Election Rigging Response Act, Proposition 50, is on the ballot, and we've already turned in our ballots.
Yes.
I hope you did too.
I have not, but it's on my kitchen table, so that is my to-do today to send it in.
You see this?
Yes.
You see this?
I see your sticker.
You see this Y50 right there? That is my vote.
Yes.
That is my vote.
Yes.
Even the man understands what's at stake here.
Absolutely.
I used to have white skin because I played tennis and baseball a lot in Little League. But now, like, I just have a farmer's tan underneath.
I have no tan. I did not go to the beach this year. You know, all this bullshit with ice and, you know, they can look at us sideways for the color of our skin. Like, that is the part that's frightening to me. Like, I feel horrible stating this out loud, but again, the fact that they have been given powers to look at somebody who's a little tan, like that shit's scary. Like we live in the United States of America. We are not supposed to be in fear of our fellows, of our neighbors, of some man walking up to me and saying, hey, where are you from? And you know, my response is Corona. You know, that's my hometown. I'm born and raised. But with all the bullshit that's happening, all these people that are being disappeared, that is the part that is frightening to me.
Do not fear for these authoritative figures that Donald Trump has appointed since he took office, when former President Joe Biden has given away his power to Donald Trump. We should not have any regret in living the here and now. I believe that if a rogue ICE agent or I would say like a bounty hunter who poses as an ICE agent, who doesn't know how to dress as an ICE agent, take off his fucking mask. For Governor Gavin Newsom has signed an executive order to ban wearing masks if you're on duty on ICE. If an ICE agent touches me, I would take off his mask, even her mask too. I would be disappointed if a woman who is obeying the will of Donald Trump, does she have any kind of willpower to resist?
To breathe. Just, the brain cells are gone. Any woman that supports Donald Trump is just, is beyond help. And I shouldn't say that. No one is beyond help. I hope and pray that these people wake up. Liz Cheney said it a while ago. The stain of him will live on. They will not be able to wipe that stain off.
Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, those are the guys who are part of the January 6th committee who understands the fragility of democracy at stake.
Correct. Yes.
And those representatives in those states do really feel that kind of rebuke. And here, I'm sure Corona, even though as quiet as we seem to be, we can get louder than many of the people
cities.
that I would contest, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So.
This was fun.
Yeah, so where are you gonna be after this?
I'm gonna walk around. I'm here till 11. Then I'm heading home. I have a wedding to go to, but I am so grateful that I was able to come. I'm going to be here. I'm grateful to have seen you.
Yes.
I love it.
Not only you see me at work, but also see me in normal clothes.
You're a human.
That's our race, human, all right?
Yes, that is our race, human.
Nationality is the type of race.
Yes.
The race is what are we supposed to be a species of. Yes. Are there aliens? Aliens up there?
No, we're Coronans, not Coronians.
Exactly.
Coronans.
Exactly. It is good to see you, Tina.
Good to see you too. All
right, so.
I'll see you when I see you.
Okay.
My name's Eric Nye.
You are this time's host.
Correct. Right. For some reason, there was something going on with the Nationals, and there was no protest scheduled for Corona, and I looked at the map, and there's dots all around it.
Oh, yikes.
And I said, okay, well, crap, I'm gonna. I went and signed up.
Congratulations on your first protest ever.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Oh, it's great. I love the energy. People are happy and having fun despite the seriousness of the situation.
Oh, definitely. What type of veteran are you?
I was a Marine back in the 80s.
How long was your term or tours?
6 years.
What have you performed during those times?
Well, it was in the reserves. So generally 1 weekend a month, and then 2 to 3 to 4 weeks in the summer, depending on what's going on. We went up to Alaska in January, down out to Hawaii in summer, down to Honduras, all around.
What's your rank?
Sergeant. E5.
Ooh, you hear that, Donald Trump? You are not to despise any of these veterans like him, and you're not to take his benefits away. I'm sure,
Well, it's two things. One, I swore allegiance to the Constitution, not to a guy, not to one man or woman. And two, this kind of lays it out. He had bone spurs. I think it was 5 times he claimed, I have bone spurs, I can't go to Vietnam. He was a coward. He was a coward then, and he's a coward now.
And he doesn't know how to keep it together with all the power that he's abusing.
No.
You know, we can sit here all day, talk shit about him, make fun of him for all that we care about, because this is our own democracy, not just one man. Are your benefits targeted as a veteran?
No, because as a reservist, I basically get no benefits. I was still a Marine. I went through boot camp and all that, went to comm school, learned how to be a radio operator, but I get no benefits. But I know plenty of guys who do get benefits or should be getting benefits, and I'm really pissed off about what they've been doing, the way they've been treating veterans.
Do you have any neighbors who are veterans as well, or the only one in the neighborhood?
I'm about the only one in the neighborhood. It's a pretty red neighborhood, but I felt that I needed to come out as a white guy to represent that there are white guys on the resistance side too.
You're a white guy. I used to look white until like I done some too many outdoor activities because I play tennis and baseball.
Nice.
And now being here as a human being, a Filipino, an immigrant, who grew up with the Reagan administration.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I understood what Ronald Reagan has done, the Immigration Reform Act of 1986, and that gave so many immigrants hope.
Yeah, a chance to join the system and become full-fledged citizens and members, right?
While like Donald Trump disagrees with Ronald Reagan's acts. I don't know why though, man. I'm like, come on. He controls all three branches of government.
Right.
Why he still doesn't even understand that he is apparently jealous of how we exist. Whether if it's a blue state or a red state or a blue district or a red district. And who he now aligns himself with the billionaires that he likes to play toys with. His political toys.
$1 million a plate dinners for the rich people. He doesn't care about average citizens. I do. I'm old. I've got kids. I think about what the world is that we're handing off to them, and it sucks. Compared to the world I grew up in, there were disagreements, but it wasn't like that. Now I'm really fearful for what the kids are inheriting.
Are we fearful for each other just because he expects us to not talk like this? Because this is what keeps us together as normal American citizens who just want to be going on with their lives, doing our work, and not be bothered by the incompetent federal administrations that Donald Trump thinks he can control. Right. While you have Stephen Miller and Tom Homan being caught in the middle of the crossfires, sending ICE agents and even bounty hunters posing as ICE agents to make sure that none of us get a chance in this world, not a chance in this nation. Fuck
sad.
that.
It's sad. It really is sad. The world I grew up in, we had problems like pollution, for instance, right? And now California is leading this country with electric cars and all that. And you know what? I can see the mountains over here clearly. I couldn't do that 20 years ago. There was too much smog. It was horrible. We had times we couldn't exercise as kids because the smog was too bad. We can fix problems, we can address them, but this current administration is trying to push us backwards into the pollution days of big oil.
I know that Donald Trump's not going to see how beautiful these mountains look like in the video in this B-roll above yonder, but I don't think Ken Calvert cares about the mountains that he has.
No, he does not.
He won't.
He supported big oil in every vote he's taken.
How much dirt do you know about Ken Calvert?
Well, I know in 1982 he was arrested for soliciting a prostitute. So I don't know. How far do you want to go down that rat hole?
Well,
Ken Calvert is a pig. I try not to use personal attacks, but he is a pig. He is lazy. He is taking money from big oil. I can't wait to get him out of office.
32 years of being in Congress does nothing except for serving his rich donors.
And himself. Notice the signs for Calvert Development around here, land that he owns.
Yeah, he didn't bother helping out the wildfires in LA without any assistance, alongside Young Kim and any other California Republicans who think they know what California means to them. You are up against 43 Democrats living here in California. This is not going to work well for you, especially when he voted for the big beautiful bill, the HR1.
Well, we passed Proposition 50, Calvert's out of office next year.
And that will put him in the fucking toilet. And if he has the prostitute's phone number, I'm sure you can get your free blowjobs or hand jobs that I know the prostitute's name.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yes.
I didn't go that far. It just, once I got to that point, I was like, okay,
sorry, I'm the guy who knows enough secrets to the point where do you want to know how many more details I know?
No, okay, everybody makes mistakes. I actually do believe in true Christianity, not the kind that's practiced in a lot of churches around here.
No.
But
yes.
Forgiveness, the kind of thing, we've all messed up, but Calvert has continued to offend with all his votes for big oil and tax breaks for the rich. Yeah, I can't wait for Prop 50 to pass and X out Calvert.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, vote yes on Proposition 50. The way we understand, when Donald Trump is attempting to do a power grab, that Texas Governor Greg Abbott is no longer paralyzed. I saw Governor Greg Abbott's legs moving in a helicopter. I'm like, you've never been paralyzed in the first place, have you? So this is your plan to take advantage of your Texans and be...
You know, I won't even fly anywhere that I have to change planes in Texas.
We don't even need to travel.
I will not go to the state of Texas. I will not go to the state of Florida.
And because they're red states, being in charge with like the wannabe friends of who we know who in the White House, which is pathetic.
Bottom line, people can take the power back. 1890s, we had the same kind of wealth distribution we have right now. Incredibly rich, we used to call them robber barons, and people with nothing at the bottom. In the 1890s, that was normal. And it's normal again now, but what happened in 1900, 1910, right? The population resisted and forced a bunch of reforms that changed that. We can do it again. We will do it again. We just got to put the effort in.
Do not let fear separate us for doing the work that we must do in this current administration, what they're trying to throw against us. Conversations like these are what keeps us together, and there's no other reason why we are to like separate us from here on out. I appreciate your time, man.
No problem. Thank you.
The Portland, Oregon plushies are here, invading in Corona, California. Take that, Ken Calvert. You're not gonna really arrest these guys. So what's your name?
I'm Lola.
Lola?
Yes.
And you are from here, or you're from a different city?
No, I'm from Australia.
Australia?
Yeah, I'm from Australia, but I've lived here 15 years.
What about you all the way out here? Sorry, I'm still speaking it on accent.
Well, there's just more opportunity in America, you know, and we've always dreamed of being here, and this is always the place to be, and so we're excited to be out here today and supporting, you know.
How many protests have you been attending so far?
So far, this year? This might be my third protest.
Oh, what were your previous ones?
Here as well, like 2 months ago.
Oh, nice.
And then the one in Riverside as well. Yeah, there's lots of work to do. We're here. Glad to
Too
help.
much work to do.
Yeah,
and it's not going to stop there because many of us have like the power of independent social media, number one. Number two, how much of the independent social media do you trust according to the algorithms that you actually scroll on to? For example, in Instagram, what accounts do you follow, for example? But like Bobby Streamer, the guy who got detained but like later released, he was wearing a giraffe suit. He was in Portland, Oregon, and he got interviewed by the Bulwark Online, and then he was describing his experience of how ICE detained him. He didn't really cross state lines.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my whole degree in media and cultural studies, so the specialization that I have in my life is to make sure that I'm hearing things from every angle.
Every angle?
You know, so I follow a lot of different people, but I don't really rely on Instagram as much as I do like all sorts of different independent media, like the Riverside Gazette, like local resources. Also just like hanging out in the community, you know, that some of the times the best news is directly from the source, you know, and I feel like a lot of us just don't go out and chit chat with people, and yeah, that's why I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, like here in Corona, we hardly get any coverage because there's not anything interesting what you rather see in like local news or like any other.
I don't think so. Maybe you could be our Corona news and go to the city council every once in a while or chit chat.
And yes, I do have a YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean I tell everybody to subscribe or whatnot, because that's like the most money-making thing that I would rather do, but I'm not interested in making money off of that. But the reason
I hope you're able to fund, you know, your efforts to make sure that you're able to report on our local news, because we don't have a lot of that, you know.
What I can actually do is promote my channel privately, but I would rather give it to you guys from there, so that you make the choice as to what we experience as normal everyday people, even the plushies that exist, and also like we all know like every angle from independent media that we know that we can trust versus the ones that we don't even trust at all.
Okay.
So for example, what sources that trigger you the most that you don't even trust at all?
What sources do I not trust?
We can call them out right here and now, because
well, there's not names. I think if there's things that seem too good to be true, they probably are clickbaity type of ads that are made by ChatGPT. Not just like the name, but like if the photo to advertise it is ChatGPT, I think that's a good telltale sign. We should question things, you know? Yeah.
Like, who trusts AI most of the time? I really don't, because I don't really use it at all.
Okay.
To me, it's not. To me, it is not interesting to me to make a robot that doesn't exist do all the work for me. No, I rather do it concise and to the way I would choose to do it, and I would rather include people and plushies like you in this interview.
Yeah.
And besides, like hearing 5 to 10 second snippets of like corporate media that they would rather feed you is only telling part of the story, not the entire bigger picture.
That is true. We need more well-rounded interviewing styles and ways to get news, so that's great.
What are your sources to go to that you may recommend to like the people out there that are in
the Raincross Gazette, I think it's called, if a Riverside is really good. Sometimes your best bet sometimes is your local media, like PBS, CNBC. If Fox is your local media, okay.
What kind of Fox though? Fox 11 or
the
not
local
the Fox
one,
yeah,
not the international news cycle, because you know that's really a lot about rage baiting us and getting us to have really intense reactions to the media, right? So we keep coming back and we're like, oh god, that's so crazy. Yeah, the more local the better, you know?
Yes, and trust them, because these are the ones that are active enough rather than like the corporate media that tries to keep up with everything. I'm like, no, you can't keep it with our pace. So more local the better. Do you got like a favorite political commentator or any other influencer that you favor?
No, not really. I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot of different sources I go to, and like I said, I talk more to people in the community that are more my sources. Going to my meetup groups, and also, you know, I go to these events and I talk with the leaders and what they have to say. But yeah, no, I don't really have a favorite person. Yeah.
And that's okay. No favorites need to be met. We don't have to go to one all beats all type of media.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure this will pressure the current administration to know what is real and what is not.
Yeah, I mean, do I look violent? Like, this is the far left liberal agenda, apparently.
Hey, Trump, are you afraid of sharks?
That's the real question. That's the real question. You know?
Like, if a shark were to hug me, like, do I fight back? No, I don't.
Exactly.
I'm like,
This is a peaceful movement, you know, and we're all here just trying to support our neighbors. And yeah, this is a good time. You guys should come out, come support.
And there will be more to come in these coming years, given that this current administration is facing so much scrutiny.
But there won't have to be more to come, because if we all get out now, then we can bite in the butt first, you know?
Don't sit on your freaking doobie on the couches,
go to meet a
man.
group. Get out. Go.
Okay. I'm like, come on. It's not that hard to get outside. Touch grass once in a while. You don't sit on the couch like every single day watching your favorite gaslighting news that you think it's real. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Oh, look. Hey, look. You see how I hug a shark? It's not...
We don't bite on Saturdays.
Yeah.
We don't bite on No King's Day.
Come
out. Come support.
Right now it's about 1:18 here in Corona, California at Rim Pop Park. I know people are deciding to leave a little bit early, so I'm gonna leave early as well, for I'm gonna go to a different location for the No Kings protest. This next location is going to be in Santa Ana. I'm gonna pack up, make my rounds of goodbyes, and see what's going on in Santa Ana. I'm highly impressed by how Santa Ana is so lively, loud, and highly entertaining, because I've seen live music and good people, good vibes all around, and I never thought I would be here at Centennial Park off of Santa Ana. So let's remind everybody the stats. So the California 46th District of Santa Ana is this guy. His name is Lil Korea. of California 46, a Democrat, who understands like the power of democracy at stake. Do a simple Google search, however you can. Anybody that's living in Santa Ana and anyone else in Orange County, this is your guy. For anybody else who's hanging out in Santa Ana today. Yo, people be dancing though. I'm seeing like a couple of people over there. Man, this is awesome. This is just but a corner of like where Centennial Park is. Even where we're just having a good time, like I don't see any ICE vehicles or any other like fascism signs that are just hanging around the park here. It took me 15 minutes from walking back to my car from the spot to back over here just to get my vlogging camera, which is a whole lot of like walking, and I don't regret walking back and forth just to like get this piece in here all together. I don't care if I'm gonna get a sunburn all over my face. I don't care if anyone that I come across today is going to take me away from vlogging this piece of the Research Yourself Before You Discourse Yourself episode. Even the No Kings protest is so major, this is how every American, whether you're Mexican, Filipino, and even Palestinian, has a right to exist, being here in California. And guys, it's clear to me that I'm seeing plenty of No King signs, yes on 50 signs, and very entertaining plushies that seem to be invading from Portland, but no, they're friendly. They're friendly enough for them to be here. Hey, look, a Stater Brothers is nearby. How perfect! They picked this park perfect for anybody that wants to get bottles of water, any refreshments and condiments. And with all the loudest noise here in Orange County, there are too many people that no one's gonna keep a track of, like who's gonna linger within this crowd to see who is MAGA or not. Because I don't see any signs of any tiny signs of fascism around me or is actually surrounding me. Some people are just dancing to live music, and I just love it, man. Dude, it's almost 4:20, and it's like 84 degrees in Santa Ana, but like it just feels cool. I don't really care if I get sunburned on my face. Saturday has never been like the best day to protest. We're all just having a good time in our own way, and I'm sure that like here, there's no reason for me to like find anybody suspicious that kind of looks like a weirdo who's trying to like make your day so miserable. I don't see anybody like that here. Then again, I'm just one dude who's just enjoying the livelihood in Santa Ana. So many speakers, people from faculties, people who are public speakers, the random people who relish in these moments, they all exist. I don't know who would be interested in some discourse. Substack hasn't been popping off lately, but I've been receiving notifications since 1:30. Katie Fang is reporting live from No King's Day, well, at least at the time. Legal AF Substack, according to that. Popal and Bonta are slamming the military exercise, who apparently Donald Trump is sending weapons to California off near the San Diego coast. Let's take a look at what the Substack is actually doing right now.
Many No Kings protests that are happening across the city. The crowd here is incredible, a lot of energy, a lot of patriotism, people rising up to say peacefully and proudly, no kings in the United States. It is so incredible to see. I love seeing all of your videos, all the pictures and videos that you are posting. So keep it up, and remember to follow Midas Touch for all the updates. We are hearing that these may be the single biggest protests in the history of the country, so stay tuned for more. We'll see you soon.
You may be familiar with this figure because he is one of the former Capitol Police officers who defended January 6th. Hey.
I don't think it's just Democrats. People are not out there marching on one issue. It's about protecting democracy. People are upset about, they want to protect due process, the rule of law. They don't want Trump making unilateral tariff decisions that are really dreadful for our economy. And so I think that if the Democrats and the people who are out there marching in this rally can take this into the midterms, I think it puts person who you are.
Resistance means choosing solidarity over fear. It means recognizing that an attack on free speech, on immigrants' rights, on due process is an attack on everyone's rights. It means understanding that we're either building a society based on human dignity or one based on domination. Which is it? Human dignity!
Governor J.B. Pritzker from Illinois is making his stand as he is participating in the No Kings protest. He knows where we stand. He understands where every single person here in America, in this nation, has a choice to defend democracy and protect it from like the dictatorship that we all need to look out for. If we see any ICE agents, any CBP officers, or any kind of bounty hunters, that we need to look out for each other to make sure that we get louder than those assholes who think they pose as one of those officers. Put them on blast. If you see anybody in California wearing a mask for no fucking reason, all you need to do is tear off the mask, because Governor Gavin Newsom has banned wearing a mask whoever is on ICE or CBP, and they need to be put to justice. At the moment, I don't see any MAGA or any kind of fascist vehicle specifically attempting to disrupt the rally here, and I don't think that's not gonna happen here anytime soon. Hear the constant honks over and over. You hear like all the loud music, and according to the background behind me, I know you'll see like good, positive things that make you nod throughout the whole day, throughout the whole protest. I'm sure that this episode of Research Yourself Before You Discourse Yourself gives you like some hope, like so much hope that it poisons fascism. Our hope in America has defined us of who we are as an American people. Whoever dares to like attempt to burst our bubble will burst up theirs as well. For those who think that they too are gonna feel like the wrath of an average American person. Unions built America. The children are our future. And seeing a guy like me who relishes in these cool moments, that we have good intentions and goodwill to be sure that no one else here in America gets hurt, other than like the horrors of ICE invading. Governor Gavin Newsom is telling us to vote yes on 50. The guys who otherwise say no on 50 are just the corrupt billionaires who are attempting to like gaslit just another type of innocent American who is not even informed about what Proposition 50 can do if Donald Trump takes over every single state to bend to his will. There are 9 Republicans left, and the 3 that are vulnerable, that are close to me, are Ken Calvert, Young Kim. Anyone that's in San Diego who is also a Republican probably doesn't really get like what's going on near the 5 interstate. If Donald Trump is going to deploy any kind of firing weapons or missiles on the freeway, that's just seriously fucked up, man. Let's be sure we stay ahead of the game while we can stay ahead of Donald Trump and his fascist fucking pricks. Whether if he allies himself with Vladimir Putin or Kim Jong-un or Xi Jinping, and now Benjamin Netanyahu and Narendra Modi from India, every dictator, billionaire friend of Donald Trump's is basically our enemy of this nation. Yo, fascism, listen to the fucking noise. We're ready. We've been ready ever since Donald Trump has appointed his incompetent cabinet in his administration. The Supreme Court is about to snuff the Voting Rights Act that John Lewis has made for us in 1964 and 1965. There are people of color that understand the history behind the Voting Rights Act, and the conservative Supreme Court is not going to do that just for Donald Trump. The judicial branch is one of the most independent positions of power that should not align itself to the executive branch. That is the incompetency of Donald Trump and his administration. How are the young Republicans in the Telegram group chat going to respond to this shit? Because they got nothing other than praising one man that is not a god. The MAGA movement has been broken. The young kids who are attempting to behave like Charlie Kirk are not going to be like the best guys. They're going to be so cringy as fuck if you're going to see them on social media. Anybody that tries to be like Charlie Kirk is not going to handle this kind of crowd. They're not going to handle like any kind of topic other than using their faith that's twisted, where they can't like use the Bible as a source to use their faith as a desperate plea to win debates. They can't do that. I'm going to see like what kind of food like some of these tents have and see if I can buy something for them. Hopefully I can support a small business as soon as I come up to one of them.
and go together. So I think once again, we'll all have a wonderful evening and free Palestine.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Khalid. All right, and next.
Thank you.
Sorry, you good.
Right on, man. Keep it.
I'm the first one who gets to do so. Hi, everyone. So, for those of you who weren't here at the start, when we said, when the heat of the community, Americans in hospitals, grocery stores, post office, and elsewhere have put their lives on the line in order to serve their fellow citizens and their country. We know that we are better than the abuse of executive authority that we witnessed in Lafayette Square. We must reject and hold accountable those in office who would make a mockery of our Constitution. At the same time, we must remember Lincoln's better angels and listen to them as we work to unite. Only by adopting a new path, which means in truth returning to the original path of our founding ideals, will we be a country admired and respected at home and abroad. Thank you very much.
That brings us all here today. And Gilberto's story reminds us that courage, our voice, our actions today keep democracy alive. Every conversation, every vote, every effort to protect our neighbors matters. Estamos cansados, pero no estamos solos. Nuestra voz es poderosa. Nuestra comunidad es valiente. Nuestra esperanza es más fuerte que cualquier miedo que enfrentamos. Cada acción que tomamos fortalece nuestra democracia. Cada voz que se levanta protege a nuestra comunidad. Y cada paso que damos juntos nos acerca a la justicia. La democracia está viva porque nos negamos a permanecer en silencio, porque nos negamos a tener miedo, porque estamos juntos, hombro con hombro, protegiéndonos unos a otros. Today we stand together. Today we raise our voices. Today we show the power of community, courage, and action. We say no kings, only people. No fear, only courage.
No silence, only action. We are stronger together. We are unstoppable. We are democracy in action, and you're all showing it by showing up today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for using your voices. Thank you for not giving up. And don't forget to vote yes on Prop 50 and save democracy. Thank you all. God bless you.
Before I end the video today, I came across like 2 young girls who like my Bernie Sanders shirt. I've been informed that California 46 Congressman Lou Correa has been accepting APAC donations, which signals to me a red flag, because right now they've been telling me that you need to vote for a different candidate. What I've been hearing from the park in Centennial Park, there are potential good candidates that can go against Lou Correa. We need to make sure that we can get out of corporate PAC money or any kind of corrupt PAC money like APAC. I also believe that in order to maintain peace, get rid of every billionaire that's in Congress and anybody that's a billionaire in the Trump administration. That makes other people feel like kings and corrupt queens. To me, our fights have just begun. And the only way we can do that is standing together with no fear, so that we, the American people, regardless of our skin color, can actually make little to big differences as long as we stick together. Whether I serve you at a grocery store or somewhere I go to an event that I happen to see that I know, I'm sure we're gonna have like some good discourse, even political discourse, of what we know, of what we have consumed fairly in the independent media space. Instead of like legacy/mainstream media, we don't need to deal with that bullshit. What we can consume on the daily and in our own pace is find your favorite social independent media that you trust to make sure that you stay well informed, so that you can ask your locals and see what you can do together to make the world a place that's even better than what it is now. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next Research Yourself Before You Discourse Yourself episode.